See what happens.
In the capital of the United States of America, the land of the great, the land of the free, the land of the almighty. Almost everything that Bosnia isn't, at least according to marketing. But the reason I'm creating this video is to kind of explain why I'm truly deciding to move back to Bosnia and why people still don't understand why I love Bosnia that much. Because, you know, you see this as beautiful. Like, it's truly beautiful, right? You see huge buildings, you see wealth, you see people driving nice cars, you see people making money. Yeah, it looks very pretty. I don't know if you guys have been to like one of those like amusement parks, like Disney World or something like that. All looks pretty as well, but as you start looking deeper into it, it's all kind of like empty and fake. That's what truly America is. I mean, how old is America? When was the Constitution written? 17 something? So 300 years? 400 years almost? Not even. I mean, we have like buildings in Bosnia that are older than 400 years. But, you know, that's not the point, because like the point of why I love Bosnia is because, have you guys been to like a Michelin star restaurant where like it's very fancy? You get caviar, you get like a slice of the fresh salmon that was literally caught 2 seconds ago in the wild. You get snails that were just imported from France. Right? You get like all these dishes, all these little snippets of just, you know, marketing. Because that's truly all it is. It's just marketing. Like, you can get snails somewhere else for a lot cheaper, but why Michelin stars they're charging, you know, $200-300 for dinner, sometimes even more? That's because of marketing. It's a story that you buy. Now, whether you've eaten a Michelin star like that or not, I'll kind of share how you feel afterwards. You're like, oh, that was nice. I'm still kind of hungry, right? The little snail that I ate, the little slice of salmon, it was all tasteful, well presented, but I'm still hungry. There was no love behind it. But then you go to your grandma's house and you get all this food. It's not fancy, but it tastes good. It hits the spot different. Why? Like, your grandma hasn't spent years and years learning how to present the food on the plate. She hasn't laid down the forks perfectly, but it just hits different. It's nice. And that's the thing, like, you can do Michelin star here and there, but after a while you're like, dude, this is pointless. I'm paying $1,000 for dinner, I'm still hungry, and it's all kind of like BS anyways. But at grandma's house, I mean, I could eat there all 3-4 meals a day because it's filling, there's love, you can connect with the person that's making it. Obviously it's your grandma, and that's how I feel about Bosnia, right? It's not pretty, it's not beautiful. I mean, it is to me, but you know, like, people see this and then they see like Bosnia, at least what they think of Bosnia, they're like, oh, that's not pretty. But it's grandma's cooking, and you can't compare those two things. And the issue is that marketing makes you believe that you want the Michelin star. No one's marketing grandma's house, right? And then what you see on Instagram is like, oh, people are working so hard to eat a Michelin stars. I want that because obviously that's what I should be chasing. And then you end up chasing that. And sometimes you realize what I'm talking about, sometimes you don't, and then you fall into the trap over and over and over again. And you know, you end up spending so much money at these restaurants that at the end of the day like end up making you feel empty. That's like one story of it. You get the other story where you also now need the car because you see all the people that are going to the Michelin stars, they're pulling up in these fancy cars. And you're like, I need the car. I need the Lambo. I need the Ferrari. And then you end up buying those and they're uncomfortable. You have to avoid all the potholes. You can't just park it carelessly. Whenever something breaks, you have to like dish out thousands. I know people will say, well, if you got it, you won't worry about it. Yeah, I got it, but I ain't spending $1,000 on no snails. And that's the point. Just like I'm not gonna drop $4,000, $5,000 for some tires. And then what's next? It's the house, right? And they end up getting a mansion, dumping $1 million, $2 million. You know, it's all great. You can flex it. You're like, I finally made it. And then, after some time, you're like, it's lonely. Who's in the house? It's you, your significant other. If you have kids, maybe they're in their rooms. Because the house is so big, no one's even together. And then, the true problems happen too, where dish out $15K for the pool because it's leaking. Dish out $10K for the leak on the roof. Dish out $40K for a new kitchen. Dish out $20K for property tax. Dish out $20K for insurance. And then dish out 3 times the property value for interest. So your $2 million property turned into $6 million just off interest. Probably another $1 million in 15 years of repairs and renovations and all that. So truly you're dumping $7 million on the property. But let's even take it down a scale. Say your property is $500K, right? You're dropping 1.5 with interest at 6, dropping another 5 on renovations over the time being, plus property tax, plus all the other stuff. So you're at $2 million. You're like, oh shit, I got it for $500K. I sold it for $600. I made $100K. Yeah, but you spent so much more that you didn't account for because you don't want to account for it. And that's the thing with marketing. I mean, I'm literally in the space. You end up falling into this trap of thinking that you want these things. And a lot of times you create your identity around this. It's very hard to go from, hey, I'm the guy that has the mansion, the Lambo, dumping so much money into restaurants and watches. It's very hard to go from that person to, oh, that guy, yeah, he's just a regular guy. There's nothing special about him. He's going to these random restaurants. He doesn't want to spend money at Gucci. He doesn't want to fly first class. Yeah, I mean, did that guy even make it? Does he even have money? It's very hard going from the top to, I wouldn't say the bottom, but like a normal person. Because you want to uphold that. Because you're like, dude, I worked so hard. This is what I got sold. I finally achieved it. I gotta go harder and harder and harder. And truly the disgust for me, like the true disgust of everything came when I realized that everyone that I met that was above me, dude, they weren't happier. I actually wouldn't trade my place with them. Truly. And the second thing is, when I dug deeper, I'm like, what's truly gonna get better? Like me grinding harder, me chasing the next thing, what's truly gonna get better? What else am I going to achieve that I haven't achieved? And people can say, well, you can set up your family for the rest of their lives. I mean, dude, family is good. They're good. I mean, people have been around for ages and ages, and we're not suffering anymore. Leaving them the mansion, trust me, people won't even appreciate it. And even if they did appreciate it, that's not where I see value and legacy. That's not where I can see, my daughter, my kids in the future, whatever, being like, fuck, my dad was so great, he left me a mansion, even though he was never around, he always committed to work. I think the true value in life is showing them the world, showing them values, spending time with them. That's what legacy to me is. And it's hard to do that in the US. In my book, I talk about the environment. The environment forces you to be the other person. It's very hard to disconnect and become the person I'm talking about. Is it doable? It is, but it's very, very hard because you're just shoved these things in your face all day, every day. And then you see it and then you're like, fuck, maybe I want it. You see your friend pull up. You're like, fuck, maybe I want that. They buy a new Rollie. You're like, fuck, maybe I want that. They drop $5K at the Gucci store. You're like, shit, maybe I want that Gucci shirt. It's hard to stay away from that. Imagine being around friends that smoke cigarettes. Maybe you don't smoke. And then they're smoking. You're like, shit, maybe I want to light it up. And then you hang out with them more. You're like, shit, maybe I want to light up 5. And you're like, maybe I want to light up one after dinner. And then in the morning. And then when I go out. And then with coffee. And then it becomes you. You start adapting that. But in Bosnia, you're almost looked down upon if you're flexing. People are like, who's that gypsy? We call them Saljaks. They're like, who's that guy flexing? What's he trying to prove? Which is one thing that I'm curious on how it's going to go, because even with my identity, even though I try prevent myself from becoming a douche too much, I'm still bringing the neon G-Wagon and my watches and my Gucci shoes to Bosnia. So I'm curious on truly how it's going to play out. But deep down, people can sense who I am. So under all that flashiness, if you want to call it flashiness, they know I'm a humble person. While other people, when you talk to them, I'm like, bro, you're empty. You're truly empty. You got all this wealth, but I'm like, where's your story? Where are your true values? So, if you guys are wondering why I'm moving back to Bosnia and why I see value in it, it's because of that. It's because there's no place like your grandma's house, and there's no food like grandma's cooking, and there's nothing else you can give your kids and yourself that is more valuable than respect and time and peace and freedom. The cars, the houses, I've had it all. It's not all that. So if I can save you some time and headache and stress and money, hopefully this video can help you. I'm not saying money doesn't bring happiness. It does, but to a certain extent. Depending on where you live, my true happiness happened when I was able to quit my nursing job, and truly when I started making 10K a month. That was it. Everything over that, I started spending on dumb stuff, and now I don't even spend more than 10K a month. I spend less than that, even though I could spend a lot more. I had the Lambo, I had the mansion, I was paying for all that. I was dropping 20K a month on the mansion, 23 specifically. I was dropping 5K on the Lambo, and I'm not even talking about other costs. So I was dropping 30K a month on 2 items, which is freaking ridiculous. But yeah, hope you guys are subscribed. If you're not, hit the button below. If you guys don't mind, leave me a comment. Let me know what your thoughts are, if you agree with that or if you don't. Like, what are you chasing for in life? Like, what are your motives? And at what point are you gonna be happy? I guess that's the true question. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.